Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. It feels really, really good actually. The car was pretty good straight out of the trailer for practice, and I think a lot of credit has to go to everyone here at Texas Motor Speedway with the repave, the addition of some drainage, and the reprofiling of 1 and 2 over the winter. I got up this morning and saw it raining and thought, oh man, this looks a lot like last year. But it was incredible. As soon as the rain stopped, the track dryers went to work, and it did not take very long to dry. So that's a lot of credit to those guys. I think we will have to see. I'm not exactly sure because I think in turn 3 and 4 it races like a super speedway, but in 1 and 2 it almost races like a short oval. And at the short ovals, okay, a short oval where you're doing 220 miles an hour, but the short ovals track position's king, and having the best track position out there and having some teammates around me as well. Scott and Tony have incredible experience on these ovals, on super speedways here at Texas. I think they've both won here, so it's nice to have those guys around me. And 3 Chip Ganassi Racing cars in the top 4 gives me a lot of confidence that we've got good cars. Qualifying trim isn't always the same as race trim, so we've got a little bit of work to do in the half hour tonight. But the car was pretty good in race trim in the hour of practice earlier this afternoon. It could be a one-groove racetrack, but you never know. I mean, we haven't run at night. We haven't run more than 20 or 30, 40 laps at a time. So it'll be interesting to see how the track evolves and develops because it is new, especially 1 and 2. It's new asphalt everywhere, but the reprofiling definitely changes how you race through those 2 corners.
Mary?
It was something that Scott actually mentioned after he tested in April. He talked about how early and how different the visual cues were going into turn 1 because of the fact that I think they left the top or the outside edge, and then by reducing banking just made it wider. They've added a lane or 2 lanes at the bottom, and it means that you turn in a lot earlier. And it's almost a double apex corner. It's a very different sensation than what I'd gotten used to around here. So it took a little while this morning. I mean, the first outing, I wasn't anywhere close to being flat. And then by the end, I was really comfortable as we were taking a bunch of downforce out. So it does take a little while to get used to it. And I think it may change how you race because of where you're turning in and how long you turn through turn 1 and 2. And with the changes that Firestone has brought, it's different than the test in April. So we're still learning on that, and we're still learning how the tires are going to degrade or not degrade or last or not last for a whole fuel stint.
Tires degrading.
I think it comes down to the package that Firestone brought. Part of that is they knew what they had, but also with the new asphalt, it's not as abrasive as the older asphalt, I believe. At least we're not seeing that. It's generating higher loads for sure. I mean, we're faster. We're a lot faster. Anytime you see a number 220 and above on your dash, it gets your attention. It's like doing a lap at 230 or north of 230 at Indy. You get out of the car and definitely feel a little stronger than you did when you got in the car. That's for sure.